Jay is speaking out of the Competent Communicator number 8, Get Comfortable with Visual Aids, and the title of his speech is Challenges. Jay is a terrific speaker. He's my mentor, and I always look forward to his speeches, and I know that we're going to have a great speech today. Jay Wiggins.
It's always nice when the student surpasses you being the mentor. So thank you, Tom.
Remember the theme for today. Thanks, Jay.
April Fools. How many in here had to take statistics in college? How many people in here enjoyed statistics in college? Really? Well, I took it twice. Not because I enjoyed it so much, because I hated it so much. But statistics is actually a great way to present a large amount of information and really be able to digest it. And what you have is people who take statistics to another level. And this famous quote from Mark Twain is, there are 3 types of lies, lies, damned lies, and statistics. And that's the fun part of statistics. We're going to talk about how context matters in statistics, how averages and medians matter, and also how percentages matter when you're talking about statistics. Right now, we're going to assign a number to all of you. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 4, 5, 3. How do you feel about that? We have 9 people, so we're pretty close to this. But what you'll see here is a distribution on a scale of 5. You know what? The 3s are kind of, that's not very good. 4s are like, not too bad. And these 5s here are feeling really good about themselves. Right? Patty? Yeah. Michael? Feeling pretty good about yourselves? Guess what? It was a 10-point test, though. So, in fact, it's not a 0 to 5 scale. It's a 0 to 10 scale. But you 5s are still feeling pretty good because you're beating these other folks, right? This was Toastmasters, and the other Toastmasters group, they have a really good guy who scores 96. So guess what? You 5s, you're probably not even feeling good about yourselves now. Because context matters. How you frame yourselves with statistics is important. Let's look at another example real quick. We have defense spending. Now right now you might look at this president, 8 years in office, kind of spends a little bit. I've covered up the numbers, the dates. Took a little snapshot of it too, took only 4 years. What's the difference between those? That one's a little flat, this one a little bit more steep. How would you compare these presidents? Could you guess what party they are, Jeffrey?
Yes, the Republicans spend more.
Good guess. So now let's put it together. If you look on here, still covered up, starts off kind of steep, but it's really starting to level out. What you'll see here is this is 1977, the Carter administration, going into the Reagan administration. Could you guess that Jimmy Carter was the one that really increased spending? Or did he? Am I just framing these statistics to tell the story I want to tell? The reality is Jimmy Carter actually did increase spending dramatically and from where it started, but no one really recognizes that because Reagan won the Cold War, and when you start to look into the statistics, you can really, again, tell a different story depending on whose side you're on. Let's move into averages and medians. Which income would you rather have, the average or the median income? I think I'd like the 71,000. That's the average. But guess what? Medians, the one most of us live at, is where the biggest population is. Why is the average so much higher, though? Well, it's because the people at the end of the spectrum have the much higher millions and millions of dollars, and that raises the average up. But guess what? Most of us are going to live in this median range. It's exactly what this chart's showing. but you'll see Bill Gates on the end. Instead of the median, he drove up the averages. So most likely, the average American isn't at really that $73,000 a year in household income. They're really closer to the 50. That's just showing you the average. So again, how does this apply to you? Next time a politician talks about tax increases or a tax cut, pay attention. Are they talking about the average or the median? The Bush tax cuts when he was in office touted as being an average of $1,000 to everyone. Guess what the median got? About $100. Was he lying? No. He just framed the argument to make the point better for the masses. Let's talk about one other thing, percentages. Consider the following scenario. You make $50,000 a year. Again, you're in the median, right? And you get a 10% bonus. Yay! You just got $5,000. However, the president of the company makes $1 million a year and he only gets a 5% bonus. He just made your salary with that bonus. With percentages, you want to always know where you start from. Let's see, who in here has to buy the $100 jeans? Okay, if my wife was sitting there, she would say, yes, I have to buy them because they're the only ones that fit. They're 25% off. What's the price for you math whizzes?
$75.
$75. Uh-oh. But next week, they're going to go up by 25%. What's the price?
It's going to be 87 something or other.
80. I hate having accountants in. Absolutely right. No, not really. It's a little off. It's 93.75 though.
Okay.
And that's just an example of how percentages matter from where you're starting from. This is what you have to take out of this presentation. This is the percentage change equation. New minus old divided by the old one. Doing the math real quick, you can see 25%, the math works out. And at the end, I'll show you how to really frame this argument. But let's talk about one other percentage thing quickly. In 2009, the Nevada local school support tax went from 2.25% to 2.60%, 0.35% increase. Not too bad. Can you guess how the supporters framed this increase? Can you guess how the critics framed it? The supporters said it's only 0.35%. Spend $100 on this sales tax, that's 35 cents. The detractors, these terrible people, the critics, anti-government, Tea Party, kid haters, they don't like to support that. They used the percent change equation, new minus old. They took the math. Guess what? You just got a 15.6% tax increase. I can't believe you did that to us. In summary, context matters. How you frame your statistics is very important. Also, averages matter because average and median are very closely related, but most likely at the end you're going to live in the median with the rest of us. And then finally, percentages. Percentages are going to help you win arguments. Know which way to make the percentages work for you. So you remember those jeans I talked about, those $100 jeans? You want those jeans, you better buy them at 25%, because if you wait and they go from 75 to 100, that's a 33% increase in price. So don't wait and use statistics to win the argument. Thank you.